Hi, this is Joy with JM Accounting Services. I spoke to you guys yesterday. I'm getting a lot of questions from people who have questions on their stimulus payment. They launched the website yesterday. For some people, it's working where you can go on and you can put your bank account information if the IRS didn't previously have your bank account information. It worked for me. So I would think I'm solved, it's all good, but it's not because everybody's asking me why it's not working for them. I don't know. The IRS is doing everything in batches. They are issuing the refunds in batches. Even the direct deposits are going out in batches. Then they will touch on the Social Security people, and those will go out in batches. And then they will touch on the checks, and those will be issued in batches. They said they're going to do the lower income people first until they get up to the higher income people, and I don't know what criteria they're going on what deciding what batches to do when and where. But one of the questions, I'm going to try and touch on a few questions. One of the questions is, if you log in and it says that there's no information available, does that mean you don't get your credit? I don't know. It could mean a few things. It could mean that they haven't put your information on the site. Maybe you paper filed. Maybe that's in a different system. The IRS does not put everything in one system, or at least when you call the IRS, you can't call one number and get everything you want for all of your clients. If you have a self-employed person with an LLC that files a Schedule C, sometimes you have to call 3 different numbers to get information on one tax return. They are not organized. So the fact that they don't have everybody's information in a website that launched yesterday, not really surprising. Be patient. Check it once a day. See when it updates into your bank account. Worst case scenario, anywhere from a few weeks from today or a few months from today, or at least by next year, you'll get a check. That's all I can say. Another question we're getting is, what if I get the stimulus payment and it's based on, sorry, I really need my coffee. What if you get your stimulus payment based on some criteria based on 2018 or 2019 returns, and your 2020 year has changed? You've gotten married, you've gotten divorced, you've had a few kids, you've lost a few kids, and by lost I mean they got too old to qualify. Hopefully that's the case. But speaking on that, there are some cases where I've had questions. What if my spouse died? And while that's terrible, the best answer I can give you is this advance is based on a 2020 credit. According to the law, it's based on 2020 credit, and it will go on your 2020 tax return. A lot of times it's really hard to know what tax implications everything has just by reading the law, because typically when a new law comes out, we read the law, we make our own interpretations, but we don't really have the answers until the IRS issues their guidance. And then even once they issue their guidance, things can fall into place by different court proceedings and having the courts decide how, if the way the IRS is interpreting the law is correct or if it needs to be changed. And that's how we figure out how to file everybody's taxes, by taking all of those things into consideration. So right now we have just the law, no IRS guidance, no court proceedings to go off of. If I go by just the law, the best advice I can give to you is, if you get a credit that you don't qualify for, you might have to pay it back. Most likely you'll have to pay it back. So keep that in mind. If the amount of people in your household has changed from 2018, 2019, or 2020, whatever they're basing the credit on, and you shouldn't have gotten as much as you did, put some aside or make an estimated tax payment, whatever you have to do to make sure you have the funds to pay it back. If I'm wrong and the IRS issues other guidance, then hey, you've got the extra money in savings, and that's an awesome thing to have. Or you'll get an extra amount paid back when you file your 2020 if you pay in the estimated tax payment. But as far as I can tell you, the credit is based on what you qualify for 2020. They're giving you the advance based on what you filed in 2018 and 2019. So if that has changed, you'll either get extra money back in 2020, or you might owe. That's the best information I can tell you. Until there's further guidance, that's really all I can tell you. And as you can see, my son just woke up, so I've got to go be mom. If you have any questions, please follow our social media sites, JM Accounting Services. Also, if you need to contact us, our phone number is 262-977-6017. We take phone calls and texts through that line. Our email address is info@jmaccountservices.com. Again, that's info@jmaccountservices.com. I am trying to start up some chat with JMA sessions, so check our Facebook page. If you have questions, that's probably a really good way to make a list of your questions, sign up, and then we'll set up a Zoom conference for that time of day. And you can ask me whatever questions you have. I will do my best to answer them. If I don't have an answer, I'll make a note and we'll get back to you. All right, well, that's all I have for now. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later.